Where did my background go? That's not fucking right. I got me a background. And I dropped my fucking mouse. But as you can see, the background didn't end up working, so no background. The video isn't working. Audio's working and it looks like it's deafening. We got some high quality streams. Not to mention the fact I'm actually streaming during the weekday to begin with, even though it's not fucking working. Okay, let me try this. Yeah, there we go. I do need to change tabs though, so say goodnight to that. Deal with the volume in a minute here. I can't access the options. Okay, can't. I'm just gonna lower that in OBS. I changed the controls to be better, and now I don't remember what they are. This is a mobile game, by the way, that got ported to PC by the community. They didn't really know what they were doing with the story. I probably should be reading the dialogue, but I'll start that next, yeah. Oh, you can actually see my... Sorry, just one sec. Here we go. 20 years later. Father, I will avenge you. Infinity Blade. Entire bullet line. I played the ever-living shit out of this game when I was younger. Feels good to be coming back to it, even though I did play it again when it first got re-released for PC. Well, fan ported to PC. It's a simple game, but it's Monday, and I don't really feel like Elden Ring. There is a there's a little dodge icon like it is over here on the right side. Unlike its two sequels that also got murdered off the App Store, this game is incredibly simple. And sorry for skipping past tutorials. I know this game like the back of my hand. Marrow Fiend, level 1. And we are level 1. It will not always be like that. If you can tell me how the volume is now, I'd appreciate that. If you manage to hit a Titan, which is what these guys are, without breaking it first, you do a scratch, which is like 5 or 10% damage. It's not effective. Because of the way I play, we are only increasing attack, maybe health. Pure attack for the most part. Infinity Blade is a really short roguelite. Roguelite. That first released back on the App Store in like, I say 2010. This is a very, very old game. Back when, you know, mobile games were more than just shameless cash grabs. Which, I mean, granted, if I go into the store, that's in my... Go all the way down to the... Oh, yeah, no, you used to be able to buy gold with real money. It's never necessary. Roll credits. This game does have a lot of grinding, though. It is still a mobile game. Detection's a little funky on those. try to let you all see most of these executions, but I might just pure instinct skip through them. Again, I've played this game a lot. 3 points. More attack. And the main method of advancement is master the steel helm. Use the next helm. It's just that. Each item requires more XP than the one before it, and is stronger than the one before it. He's our first big guy. They're pretty easy. They generally move slower, hit harder. Charge over time. Magic's powerful, but kind of drops off that game. Sorry for skipping through that. It's still fantastic. It's just sorry. Magic's still great, it's just elemental, and things can have elemental resistances. Usually the element they're using, sometimes it can be a different element. Won't be dealing with elements too often right now because we just started. Hello, cat. I don't know if I said this, but the reason I'm doing this stream is because Infinity Blade 2 recently got its fan PC port. I'm excited. Sorry. Magic, but more. If I remember right, I can take a step towards the door. Summon in fucking dude fighting in a sleeve. As the game gets more difficult as time goes on, enemies move faster, hit harder. It's overall going to get much more difficult than first blush. Oh, I got another shattered circle. I can never remember if we have to fight, if we can fight the door then go to this stair fight. Usually I just skip the door entirely since fighting the big guys is mildly irritating. Sword and board is the easiest enemy type, but honestly, it's a little hard with how slow they move right now. Yeah. I won't do it just yet, but there is a secret we can do in that first opening bit with the God King and the Dark Knight and Batman with the sword. No. Behold, the hardest enemy in the game, a wood gesture. I would gesture, but, you know, I don't really got a whole lot of movement on this avatar. There aren't a whole lot of post-fight executions there, so you'll get used to seeing the same, like, 7 or so. Again, it's the first game. Gets better in the sequels, but we ain't in the sequels yet. A little bit left on that. Yeah, you need to be using new equipment to get experience in them, which gives you experience overall. Sorry if I'm gonna be quiet for a lot of this, even during cutscenes. I'm just getting nostalgic. God, I missed this game. Level 5, Iron Golem. You ain't the Minecraft guy. If I ever manage to get streaming and VR set up, one thing you'll definitely notice if I ever put Blade and Sorcery in there, like all the post round taunts and gestures like Protagonist Cyrus does. I do those. And I look like a fucking dweeb, but I do them. Mastered Wooden Shield. Perfect. And it goes into my attack. Iron God. Yeah, our options for pretty much everything in this one are really limited. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. Oh, this feels really not good. hit myself in the head with lint roller since I don't have a book on hand. Don't worry, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference, it's okay. Oh. Boy, that sure does look familiar. Yeah, it sure does look familiar. I wonder what it could be. What is the most expensive weapon? The Grayson. 1.2 million. Huh. Does less outright damage than the Infinity Blade, but goddamn. I think we need to take another look at that. Yep. That's where the Infinity Blade goes. Alright, let's go. I think we need to take another look at that. Yep. That's where the Infinity Blade goes. Alright, yeah, I think I've seen enough of that. Behold, man. God damn, that stab did a lot of damage to this poor fucker. Of going all in on attacks, you do a lot of damage, as is pretty explicit in the phrase there, going all in on damage. Going all in on attack. Shush. Now, in case Cyrus's poor thighs didn't hurt enough from walking up all those stairs, we get to fight whoever comes down on the elevator this time. That's a really gross looking dude. A warden. What are you, some kind of warden of nothing? My hotkey for stabbing is F, and my hotkey for dodging is B. 12-foot vertical, 12-foot boy, 12-foot vertical. Cyrus got the hops. I think the first time Cyrus's name is actually confirmed was in the book. The first book, Awakening. Yeah, there's books. And they're really good, actually. But I'm preemptively going to be calling Cyrus Cyrus. The books Infinity Blade, Awakening, and Redemption were written by best-selling author Brandon Sanderson. New York Times best-selling author. Which I'm sure, as anyone who's watched me for a little while knows, I like Brandon Sanderson a lot. He writes some good stuff. I did not know you could look that far up. Anyway, this is Batman. There are Well, I guess there is one enemy who is always consistent, and that's Batman. Every other enemy that's consistent is the boss. So they don't bother. Not doing well with the combos. Oh, it goes a little funky from scratching my face. Another level. More damage. Alright, God King, level 50. Just hold on for a minute here. There's a chest, and I need to just quickly, just 1 second. This is the most valuable chest in the game. Retribution. It's a stick. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill him. But I'm gonna try. A lot of stab opportunities, or stab opportunities, if you will. Get ignited, dipshit. All those who dared to face me were the first to prove worthy. So are few a choice, noble warrior. Join me and learn the true meaning of hell. You need not perish on this day. Impudent child, how dare you refuse the will of the deathless? You will now face the full power of my wrath. This is the worst part of this fight because the camera is a fucking telephone booth. No mere mortal can defeat one of the deathless. Had you been a more worthy adversary, you might have made a valuable ally, but no matter. Instead, you will serve another purpose. Perhaps your descendants will fare better. 21 years later. Father, I will avenge you. Win or lose against the God King, and only the God King. Start Bloodline 2. Welcome to the Infinity Blade cycle. Fucking hit detection on these is not very good. Pretty sure this multi-guy, Inferno Paladin, doesn't have any fire. Doing the bad shot. Stop that. I am have returned. My cat was trying to get into my toiletry bag to get to my toothbrush. Which, yes, I keep my toothbrush in the bedroom and not the bathroom, because when I was in college, somebody stole my fucking toothbrush, and highly doubt my roommate's gonna even touch my toothbrush. But now I'm paranoid. Who the fuck steals a toothbrush? Getting the tempo down for the swinging with this weapon, well, just weapons in general in this game, and then light weapons in the second and third games is a bit of a hassle with mouse and keyboard. Very intuitive with just your finger on a touchscreen. Wow, you can really look up. It's something I never really thought to do much of. The downside of fast forwarding through things is you lose out on the money. Oh, this is our first step back, which is going to be a combo. We do a cool step back and then do a whole sequence of attacks that makes things really difficult. They also step out of range of your scratches. Another step back. At first you don't succeed, try again. Too much violence. Twitch doesn't like that. do remember a glitch I had when I was playing this on mobile for the first time, where the sound of stabbing the guy just repeated over and over and over. Also, this is the only game to do this, but certain items have not just elements like the other games, but bonuses like XP gain. It seems to be mostly XP gain on the weapons and shields. Pretty sure there's gold drop too. Yeah. Life drop plus gold, item drop, XP gold. Yeah. Just changes, some small little things. In the subsequent games, we get gem slots, which massively increases the build variety. Except, you know, there's just objectively better gems than others. That chest don't got a top. Watch me stab a motherfucker with a blunt axe head. There's no spike on there. It's just axe. Just a triangle of metal being shoved in. I have enough know-how you don't even need to use a shield. Pretty much anything can either be parried or dodged. You just gotta know how to dodge in the right direction. Ring of Fire. Attack. A lightning round. It's like the Ring of Flames, but lightning themed, and therefore 12% cooler. I really like lightning. Electricity. And bzzz. It's emotionally satisfying. You don't got any lines. Okay, no talk for me. Yeah. Yeah. Really fucking suck at those upward attacks. Oh, another step back. I sent that motherfucker off the edge into oblivion. Which is somewhere in the Mediterranean, since this game takes place in the Mediterranean. Oh yeah, spoilers, this is Earth. Not big spoilers, but spoilers. Iron Golem before, now it's a Bronze Golem or a Copper Golem. Maybe I'm technically doing diagonal attacks. Oh, that's not working. All those ups. We will always take the long way to fight the God King, so we can get more experience, money, and stuff. Metal Fiends are my least favorite. They look gross. Just a bony bone dog. Unfortunately, we teleported, so no chance to pick up shit. Excuse me. No. The Wood Jesters have a very, very powerful step back. Also, they're just fucking gross to look at. Bronze Axe. Mastered. Retribution's a good ways down. So I can either use it now and get a good boost, or I can hold on to it for when I would progress to it normally. I think I'm gonna take the Dawnblade first because it has that elemental bonus. Just work my way down to it like normal. I forget how shit these menus are. Nice helmet, Dingleberry. Where'd you get it? The helmet store. Executioner. With a fuck off. No, that is an axe. Never mind. Oh, it was just a fuck off big mace. There are two types of elemental damage. Either it's just straight damage or it's damage over time. especially the ones like this, like your straight damage. No, poison is DOT. Can't remember about these. And blood is you do damage, a little extra damage, and you heal that a little extra bit of damage. Wormwood. I got this fucking axe. Royal Guard. Groomin. There's a mod that adds this entire citadel to Blade and Sorcery, for Blade and Sorcery, that adds it as a map. And it connects mostly seamlessly the inside, like all the inside areas and all the outside areas. Knocking a fucker down this center shaft, a lot of fun. Yeah, guess where Infinity Blade goes. Again, can't look nearly as high in here as you can in most places. Whew. My favorite element, purely visuals wise, is ice, because it just spawns fuck off big ice. It looks really funny on the strikes. Fire bloom effect. Just ice. And he's falling further. Mastered the lightning round. I didn't even get to use lightning magics, but you'll see them eventually. A Rusty Ring with heal, the best magic type in the game. Sorry, just checking out the other rings. There are a handful of items you can't buy in the store. So just, you know that. They have to be found after encounters. Yeah, this is the guy with the big fuck-off mace. The fuck-off big mace, I should say. I've always thought that fire should be a damage over time effect in these games. So, you know, something's burning. That's like classic DOT, but nope. Hi, Batman. How are you feeling after I kicked your ass last time? One thing I don't like about this game is that if you stab or scratch somebody during play actually not the same way the others. But the stabs in this one automatically advance them to the next depth. Like each fight's 3 steps. A little cutscene breaking them up. Come on, COD King. Let's go. Just gotta seal your Odin guard first. Most impressive. You defeated my champions, but now you face the true test. Prepare to meet your doom. Fucking parry detection in this game is dog. Always replace me. You were the first to prove worthy. Oh, that sure sounds familiar. It kinda sounds like you're lying to me. Oops. I love how the Infinity Blade glows. I like glowy objects. Hunkering down beneath with my shield. Fuck yeah. Second attempt God King kill. That doesn't happen very often. Juked. Impossible. I am immortal. You you don't know what you've done. This world contains far greater danger than you can imagine. They'll be coming for you now. Ooh, can breathe with those new holes in my lungs. Yeah, well, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Infinity Blade, made by Chair. Company that unfortunately no longer exists. It's been fun. Shorter than I was hoping this would be, but you know, there still is a little more of the game. Like we gotta get that slot with the Infinity Blade. I want to properly show off this game, even though you know it's fully dead, except for the archive.org postings, but you know, like, you know, you gotta, it's a good game. Just, as always, you gotta sit through the credits. It's valuable. Look at all these people who worked on this amazing, amazing game. It's such a shame this game is owned. This series was owned by Epic before they fucking murdered it. On the throne, the arm of the God King's throne. We learn that this is in fact not a fantasy game. It's sci-fi. Surprise fucking hologram. What happened to the moon? There goes the Resty Ring with the healing magic. And as you can see, since I didn't have enough item XP for that to go into, I lost 8,000 experience. But, because I mastered everything and got a couple levels, I'm gonna be hitting harder. Aegis. Ring of the Elements. It's elemental. Let's get elemental up in here. 20 years later, because canonically we didn't kill the God King yet. Father, I will avenge you. Infinity Blade, start Bloodline 3. Yeah, the God King stays at the same level, regardless of Bloodline, until you kill him. Where he then gets progressively stronger, faster. I can usually only beat the God King around 5 times before he just gets too fucking fast. See what I mean about the ice just being big old fuck off blocks of ice. Usually you dodge into attacks, and I keep thinking he's gonna strike with his shield. I keep being wrong. I saw some electricity crackling on that dude's sword. Let's fire. Mr. Perry, despite him being resistant to fire, he is now weak to ice. It's not how everybody's weak to the elements, they're not resistant or immune to it. You know what? I've shown what happens when you walk through the normal way a couple of times. Let's hop down the poop hatch. Oh, my knees. It's pretty much only the warden down here. Don't know what a regular troll, feral troll is. Track. Surprise, there's a dude with 2 swords standing behind you. But don't worry, he follows the Aegis forms and therefore won't attack you without you noticing him first. That is canon. The Aegis forms is a heavily ordered and traditionalized fighting. Damn thing above the ice. Oh, I won't be using the ice any longer. I maxed out the wormwood. Now I get the Gemini, or the Gemini. If you want to have a little fun. I'm pretty sure this is the fastest way to get to the God King. Usually, even if I'm going intentionally to try and stack up God King kills, I usually just go the entire way anyway, rack up more golden experience through them. Blood. Just red fire, which, you know, I'm partial to. Well, there goes the Gold Fury and the Ring of Elements. Still haven't shown off what lightning spell attack looks like. What am I? Ring of Element? Not Ring of Elements. Yeah. Shield. does right as it says on the tin. It restores uses of your shield. Since you can only have so much damage caught on your shield before it gets broke. And a broke shield is pretty much fucking worthless. It's Iron Golem, also known as Shocky Johnny. He has a poison weapon despite crackling with electricity. Oh, step back and down. I actually feel in these finishing bonus scenes, but still like to have them. God damn, I'm getting a lot of gold. Everything I touch turns to gold. If you have full healing potions, everything becomes gold. Not everything becomes gold. Healing potions become gold. Alright, bats. You're on, you moron. Breaks last so short in this game. He had dark damage, which is why the tip of his sword was trailing darkness. Oh, excuse me. Another groom. And now the God King is immune to every element. You defeated my champions, but now you face the true test. Prepare to meet your doom. Restore my enemies. No, if I wasn't doing so well there, I was gonna take his offer and just show you how that's different. But I'm just gonna keep bowling. 2 God King kills in a row. Oh, no. Now. You always gotta let the God King get stabbed. I think I lost most of that experience anyway. But hey, I'm doing better than I thought I would be, honestly. Usually I suffer with the God King a good bit. Osseous. Yeah, because it has +1 fire and ice, that gives me resistance, so I don't take as much damage. Haven't beaten out the bronze armor yet. Did max out the shield halo though. 20 years later, Pia still technically died to the God King. Father, I will avenge you. Start Blood Mine 4. Sorry, I just really want to look up at the sky, you know, Mr. Venom Paladin. He's got poison, so our fire and ice resist won't do a whole lot against him. And he's immediately starting with a step back. And as you can see, poison's damage over time, which is fairly expected. Shock is also damage over time. So it's dot versus dot here. Parry registration, especially with those upwards attacks, are really annoying. Yeah, you know what, big guy? You just sit your ass right there. I got a different dude to deal with. Poison. I'll just instantly get that. Again, sorry, it's just too violent for Twitch. this guy's immune to lightning, so I'm not getting damage over time effect. Swing your sword, Cyrus. You vile man. Bro, the memories from this mammoth all coming back to you? I fucking know. Once I 100% this, well, not 100%, just kill a certain character that requires just a little quiet. Let me move my mic a little closer to my mouth since it doesn't have any filtering on it. Oh, now it's messing with my tracking. God, being a VTuber is so hard. I gotta worry about my mic blocking my face, messing with my tracking. Oh, wow, woe be me. You really do have it rougher than the rest of us. Yeah, I am. No one in existence has ever suffered as much as I have. In all existence, fictional or real. So, no head. Maybe you just can't dodge that. I'm just remembering from the suitcase. It won't register me picking up the gold. I can't pick up that gold. I might just kill one of these guys. Or is my brain being confused because I was wearing his helmet? I fucking hit you. Poison 2. As shown with those scratches, it is entirely possible, though not recommended, to kill every single enemy in the game without ever breaking them. I do not recommend doing that. It is pure agony. Speaking of agony, he ain't fucking here. Where is he? Okay, he's just a gladiator, or plated Sorok. Like a kid again watching this game? I know. It is so great playing it again. I need to get like a drawing tablet to have like tactile swiping on it. The mouse has some issues. A drawing tablet, not because I have any artistic skill, but because I really want to play Infinity Blade. like it used to be able to be played. Sailor. Getting doubles yet? No, I'll check. I won't keep checking all the time. It's my ring that. No, it's my armor that time duped. Despite having less plating, it's made of iron, so therefore it's better. And it gives me extra experience. Even though my fucking ribs are showing. Infinity Blade is my Osu. I'm not sure how to feel about that comparison. Not entirely wrong, but I'm just not entirely sure how to feel. I can't wait for when the add-on guy who's making the ports gets to the third game. I'm gonna be so fucking happy. When I was checking out and downloading this morning, I did notice on his Internet Archive page that he has the one Infinity Blade game I've never played, Vote! Exclamation, exclamation. Third game is legendary, 'tis. Which is a satirical version of Infinity Blade where you play as either Obama or I guess Ronald Reagan, who was running at the same time, and you fight through the White House to Infinity Blade style kill the other presidential runner. And I just think that's hilarious. Once I finish stream, I'll download it and show it to you, Andronicus. I don't feel comfortable streaming the game, but it'll be fun because it's an Infinity Blade game and I haven't played it. Wow. Sounds like oh, it's so no. I'm gonna uncompress all of your acronyms you put into chat. Laugh my ass off. Sounds like a banger. Never played it, but it's an Infinity Blade clone, so it's gonna be 10 out of 10. You know what? Fuck you. Uncompresses your acronyms. I assume that's On God for real, by the way. TS, I'm not sure what that one is, but I'm gonna guess this slaps. You can figure out one for slaps. Got it? Yeah, he's enjoy the game. Just check it in. Alright, yeah, thanks for being here, bud. I appreciate it. When I get to 2, I'm gonna get you to play it with me. You don't have an option. We'll switch out every death. Executioner. Prepare to get executionated. Just love the constant earthquakes. Alright. Batman, you're on. What's my current ring do again? Okay, it's got heal 1 on it. Okay, pop this at the start of the fight. I'm just gonna let it regen before facing down against the God King. Poke. I'm not taking Batman very seriously, and I think it's making Batman upset. Congratulations, Batman, you have been disemboweled. Good thing we can stop using Slither, since I am pretty sure that he's gonna be immune to poison. Had a bubble in my throat there, sorry. Another alum. Yep. Poison. Alright, let's see if we can handle level 150 God King. You defeated my champions, but now you face the true test. Prepare to meet your doom. Ow. Actually, yeah, Odin's Guard gives me lightning immunity, so this actually isn't going to be near as bad as I thought. Ow. Ice. No. Oh, still biffed it. No mortal can defeat one of the Deathless. Had you been a more worthy adversary, you might have made a valuable ally, but no matter. Instead, you will serve another purpose. Dropping like a bag of fucking beans. Perhaps your descendants will fare better. Father Aubrey will avenge you. In 2 and 3, the enemy types you face off have more, like, regular elementals. Like, you see one of these Molten Paladins, and you know he's gonna have a fire weapon. You see a lightning variant, you know he's gonna have a shock weapon. You see a venomous, you get the idea. Storm Paladin. As I was saying about the lightning ones having a specific weapon. Pretty sure the Infernal Paladins are the only ones that don't have a specified weapon type. They can either be fire or base. Can be blinding, frozen. Gridiron. This one has topaz and emerald. And it's made of bronze. Or brass. An orange metal. Yeah. The Oathborn is now mastered. The Blue Steel is now mastered. Long-lived... Actually, the helmet stayed around pretty long. The Oathborn, though, no, that was equip and done. Next up, it's the Claymorn. Which is a fucking mahusive sword, like pretty much all fantasy weaponry. But... Hehe. Lots of money. This is pretty much all that Infinity Blade is. Kill these same group of Titans until you face off against the God King, and win or lose, things get harder in the next one. That does change after you get the Infinity Blade, though. Which is the end goal of the game. Like, well, not end goal, mid-goal of the game. Wait, Oathborn. That's the plated crown he's wearing. And we can get that shield, so we can just cosplay one of these guys, except with blue ornaments instead of red and a lighter color. And the Daryl aren't exactly the most healthy creatures in general, which all of the titans and boss enemies, well, enemies period, in this game are Daryl. Which are just bioengineered humans. The God King being the exception is a Deathless, which is a bioengineered human. Yeah, Silverlight. I wonder if that's a Sanderson reference. There is the City of Silverlight. Dorn, pretty sure that's a Ice and Fire reference. Even though there is also the Ring of Ice and Fire. This game has a lot of references. Foot vertical. Haha, I got it this time. How was that? Snake. I think that was the snake is what I got. I thought it's had an M in it, but yeah, nope. Level up and mastered the Phoenix Helm already. Yeah, the reason I'm not equipping the things I already have, and instead going step by step by step, is it equals a smoother amount of experience and and item level gain, which just makes the game a little bit less difficult. Now that the Titans are moving at a decent speed, it's less of an issue, but if the Titans are moving like early game slow, it's hard to time parries and shit. It's also hard to time parries and dodges when your reaction time is that of a fucking sea slug. This game, this game has it most notably, but there is a massive difference in the types of breaks you get. Dodge breaks don't do fucking anything, shield breaks are barely worth it, and parry breaks are still not all that long. Especially since there's no parries, like parry and block sub-types. Like you can get a perfect and great parry in 2 and 3, but that's just straight up not a thing in this. The Conduit. It's a spooky ring. It's an Ouroboros, but with a human skull. Ooh. Spooky. I thought I just outright replaced all of those. I guess I am wrong. Hi, Malekith. Plated golem. That's what these guys are. There's just 3 layers of poison slash. Hey, Ben. Come on. Domine Deus Requiem. Ow. That hurt a bit more. That was a Metal Gamer Subs shaker. Not sure what makes the second dong. That dong is the my chair's footrest that I'm using to prevent my chair from turning too much. Into the depths with you. Just a level up, not mastery. And eeks, Yushino. The unblockables in this aren't unparryable, undodgeables in this do still carry their elemental affinities, and I just got block timing right. I don't believe I'm immune to shock. There, that's the most important bits of that animation. Cut straight down to the keyframes for you. No reaction. May have stopped very sharply and very suddenly, but no reaction. Sawtooth mastered. Sorry, God King, just get it quickly. There's no advantage to using a mastered weapon, it just needs to be replaced ASAP. XP game plus, not bad. Subtle hint towards this being sci-fi. Fuck you, combo man. I'm out here. Ah. No more we can defeat one of the Deathless. Had you been a more worthy adversary, you might have made a valuable ally, but no matter. Instead, you will serve another purpose. Perhaps your descendants would favor Hitler. 19 years later. Mother, I will avenge you. You know, it's very nice of the God King to send back my, corpse to Dremsma every time. Like, he could have done that the first time, and then I wouldn't have to use such shitty weaponry for that first little bit. But, you know, it's nice of him to be considerate now. He is God and King, you know. There's a lot on his plate. Inferno Paladin, now with the correct element! Unfortunately, my correct element also deals dick and diddly against him. Shame you get broken one there, pal. That's just bad news for you. Hey, bud. You looking for something? Or you just wanting to meow because you like screaming? You want the world to acknowledge you. Ah, this weapon, shield, it's prime. It reminds me of Amazon. Count as a animal. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? He's got a really, really stabbable core. ASMR for you. That probably sounded god-awful. skipping during those cutscenes always just... It's a little funny to me. Quickly give them the New England special. Not New England, just the special, the English special. The Tarzan. Yeah, sure, I might look a little goofy and a little bit silly, and mayhap a little doofy, but it's getting me more gold. And my firebrand's done. Thank you, Adolin Colin. See, that's a reference to when Toril Sadius calls Adolin Colin a firebrand in Way of Kings. It's during Adolin's introductory chapter, and I just feel like it'd be really appropriate right now. How close am I to maxing out my shield? Fairly close. Prepare to get clubbed. I'm going to break your fucking knees. No, I know getting hit with the end of a bat, like the nose, and getting it jabbed into you really hurts. But does it do several times the damage of getting hit by a swing? I don't think so. I can almost stop wearing the iron armor, and I'll be glad when I can, because I don't like how the iron armor looks. I generally don't like, in any of the games, armor that shows off skin. It's armor. That doesn't just apply to Cyrus and these games, it also applies to Issa and Free. It's armor. It's protective. fucking kicking me, fighting me like a goddamn marionette. I play FNAF, I know those fuckers can throw hands. God damn, Cyrus is fucking strong to drive that baseball bat through somebody's chest. Yeah, it does add pretty much a little bit of everything. Supreme Shield. And unfortunately, the Holiday Helm has to be put away. But we now have the Midas Helm, which is gold ++ and +2 attack. Which is pretty rad. It's 500 more experience. I'm getting really lucky on all the gold drops. I know the Midas Helm is giving me a decent advantage, but like, I already have almost 200,000. Granted, the Infinity Blade is 500, and the strongest position-wise is the Grayson. I think Randor would actually be more powerful overall. But it's also got an elemental effect. And elemental effects, powerful on those that are weak to them, but most of the boss enemies aren't. I got Prism. Prism isn't a thing yet, but same difference. Controls are much better on a touchscreen. You never run into the fact of thinking you've swiped in the right direction, but it turns out you haven't, because you're moving your goddamn finger, which is a lot more responsive than stick mouse. Quite a lot to go before we get to Bolt. Namely, we gotta deal with this clued weapon. No. What's the other one? My armor. Yeah, there isn't a lot of armor in this game. And honestly, the iron armor is one of the better ones because of the XP gain effect. Which is a shame because it looks like doo-doo, in my opinion. Get bigger. Yeah, fucking dude. There goes my magic ring. Which means I'm not gonna have access to healing for a little bit, I don't think. Nope, shield and shock. The Zeus loop. One of my least favorite rings because shock is not that nice against most enemies. And when you cast magic as a ring effect, it doesn't deal damage over time. Probably still in the cutscene for a minute, but I don't know why. Some problems with streaming after work. The lighting's fucking worn down and slow. Which, you know, for me is already a massive detriment. Alright, Batman, level 35 Batman. Funnily enough, if you keep dying to the God King enough times, and like, you don't ever end up killing him, the Dark Knight can and will be stronger than him eventually. You know, kind of running out of things to say after encountering the God King for I think like 7 or 8 times now, but I love the throne room. Yeah, defeat your champions, face the true test. I like the black marble. Prepare to meet your doom! Pretty sure unlike instant damage elementals, damage over time ones don't actually get all that much weaker when they're resisted. They just don't do the damage over time, but they do increase damage, period. What? Yeah, get pizzatted. Ow. That's a fucking close one, God King. Well done, my boy. Oh wow, a Zeus loop. I don't know why it decides to break up your XP instead of just kind of pooling it all. It's like, that extra 6700's just gone to the wind now. Excuse me. Item drop's gonna be nice. "20 years later. Father, I will avenge you." My boy, the Inferno Paladin, who seems to be always guarding this bridge. Even though I know there can be other enemies. Well, either way, Robot's gonna die tonight. God, these fucking paladins are so damn noisy. Sick, another conduit. Once I do this last cycle again with fighting the God King, I'm gonna sell those again. As with any difficult task, your goal should always be to win. Even if it's just a practice, if you win on a practice, it feels better than winning on a real attempt. Ooh, the greener. Oh, light damage. That damage is in fact not light, and it hurts a lot. You know what? Get the zap. It's weird to me that light does damage over time, but darkness, which in lore is fucking antimatter, doesn't really do a whole lot. Well, it's not antimatter, it's extreme gravitational force. In the books, a character uses it to fucking crush the wall of a steel-reinforced building. He's having a fucking panic attack the entire time. Which, you know, is kind of fair. I want my fucking proper breaks, not just a single stab. I want to activate it. Dang. That was a very long time without a blade. I'm Malekith. Now your big fucking head's getting in the way of my tracking. It's okay though. You're too dumb to know what that is. Watch as I drain the life from a literal fucking robot. I think that's another down blade I just got. My knees are draining. It's a shame. Darkhelm mastered. Time for the silly helm. You smell different when you're awake. Fear the power of my almighty sniffer. Get healed though. Dingus. What you gonna do? Apparently attack in the one direction I can't fucking repair in. Almost got 100 off of him. It's just the silver light, but better. Here's cat. You're a cat. You're a little cute cat. You know that, Malekith? Sorry, it's time for your irregularly scheduled cat petting session. So, just give me a couple of seconds. It's all part of the charm of being on these streams. You know, occasionally we just gotta pause and pet the cats. Different cat than usual, though. This is the roommate's cat, not my cat. I can't get the mic so it'll be close enough for you guys to hear him purring, but he's purring and he's loud. But my OBS says I'm not picking that up. Hey, bud. Can't get my shield up in time. As you saw there when I blocked his attack, even though I managed to get a break off on him, it was elementally an element I don't have protection against, dark, so I still took damage from the dark part of his attack. Well, I fucking missed those bags of gold, so I guess we gotta go down here again. Come on, Ned. I got distracted by petting the cat again. It's just sitting there looking so damn cute, it's hard not to give him some head pats. Incubus. This is one smexy sword. Level 29. You motherfucking huh. And back down we go. A way to help farm during the late game is you just walk up and down the staircase, fight this dude, and then fight the guy upstairs over and over and over. Once you get to a rebirth where most enemies are a little bit too difficult for you. Apparently that's this rebirth from me. amount of XP and an amount of money from these guys every single kill. Though there are better ways, which I will show you soon. Hey, don't bite my shocks. It's not good for your foofies, young little dipshit. You're cute, so it's okay though. Alright, let's get a show of hands on whether or not I can defeat the God King again. Oh. Forgot I had redone that to spacebar. Gladius. Nice start. It probably would be more efficient to swap to a new set every time I fight the God King. Boy, that'd be too smart. Hi. It's not feeding yet. You still got a couple. Still got a lot. You're okay, pal. Let's see. Level 200 God King with poison. Yeah, let's fucking go. Come and face me, you coward. Get off your throne and stop sucking ass. Hey, don't mute my mic, you little goofer. All those who have dared to face me, you are the first to prove worthy. So I offer you a choice, noble warrior. Join me and learn the true meaning of power. You need not perish on this day. You know what? Fuck it, my liege. Excellent. You have chosen wisely. I was once a mere mortal, as you are now, but as you will come to learn, there are more powerful beings in this world than I. Deathless ones who have grown too powerful, too corrupt. Together, we will vanquish them all. Likely getting orders right now that we can't hear. With the added context of the books, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore. There's nothing after these credits, so... If you choose to join him, you just get sent back, like you didn't have an option, you didn't actually have a choice. 1 damage. You defeat my champions, but now you face the true test. Prepare to meet your doom. All those who have dared to face me are the first to prove worthy, so I offer you a choice, noble warrior. Join me and learn the true meaning of power. You need not perish on this day. Impudent child, how dare you refuse the will of the deathless? You will now feel the full power of my wrath healing. Fuck you, Long the combo face. Get absolutely insulted. You'll never recover from that. I'm just gonna block this onslaught. Ah, damn it. Just barely missed. Had you been a more worthy adversary? Had you been a more worthy adversary, you might have been a valuable ally. Instead, you will serve another fate. Perhaps your sins will fare better. 23 years later. Anyway. I want to show something. I think this is... yeah, this is the button. When I first learned about this, I was camping and not wanting to go outside because my brother had shown me Infinity Blade. That's the reason. And I will always remember that camping trip purely because of what I'm about to show you. Sorry, I spoke over the God King's intro again. We wondered what would happen if instead of holding to block, he just tapped it. What if, in our infinite childish patience, we let Batman kill us? This is gonna take a little while. So, you know, just be prepared. Batman doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. Just 144 plus 24 is 88 plus 22. 110 damage. Which isn't a lot considering. If you block, even one of these attacks and break him, even if you even just attacking him once, that triggers the regular game intro. But if you sit through this long, arduous process, you find one of my favorite secrets. Defeat. Save and restart castle. Negative 20 years later. And that's not our kit. Son, I will avenge you. Welcome to Infinity Blade Negative Bloodlines. This is still our character. Like, if I pause it, we still got a high-ass attack stat. But once I get into combat, you'll see the big difference. If I actually, you know, can play the fucking game I've 100%ed twice. We do fuck tons of damage. And we get quite a lot of money and quite a lot of experience. This, all the way at the bottom, is the Dark XLS2, Dark Fusion, Dark Omega XOS7, Dark Halo, and I skipped over the shield accidentally, Dark Tempest. The Dark Mech set is the single strongest armor and weapon, well, single strongest set in the entire game. You have no true opposition so long as you're majorly, not even majorly, moderately competent at Infinity Blade. So it's one attack, and he's already in phase 3. And this is also one of the few sources of fucking fantastic dark damage. The purpose of the Negative Bloodlines is to accrue as much fuck you money as possible to get the Infinity Blade as soon as possible. See this shit? I'm leveling up left, right, and center. Coming into this at like level 1, you level up like 3 or 4 times per combat. Oh, when you get that coin pouch, not fighting. What spell's on this? Shield 5. Okay. which will restore more than all of my shield. Note I said restore and not grant, because you can't go over your max. Also, just say I wanted to change. I can't. Sorry for photosensitivity, didn't think of that. In negative bloodlines, you are stuck with the Dark Exo set. Granted, it's not really all that bad to be stuck with the Dark Exo set. It does, however, mean you can't do any of the things in the basement because you need the Infinity Blade equipped. Which I think is fair. You're already getting a massive head start with the Dark Exo set and with the negative bloodlines, so you know you can at least do yourself the favor of using the negative bloodlines money to purchase yourself a nice weapon. I'm Malekith. I'm in the middle of a monologue. Hi. I don't really need to go downstairs to get that one guy. We're here for high-value targets like the God King. And, to a lesser extent, Batman in front of him. Yeah. Your first God King kill is gonna be fucking easy, because the God King doesn't have any resistances. Malekith, you're gonna get me killed. Your fucking kitty little mouth, you little fucking dweeb. The God King. He may be a level 100 instead of level 50. But he's still a little fucking bitch because he's got no resistances. Do not quit my game. Do not quit my game, Malekith, and do not put your fucking tail in my mouth. Observe. One rounding the God King. Even with the God King being a most XP dense character we can kill, it doesn't really do a whole lot for the Dark set. Okay, now we're at the time of the first interaction between Cyrus's bloodline and the God King. Though technically we're -2, so we're the first guy's father? Sons and avenging fathers, all doomed. Until one day, a warrior of pure and noble heart, a warrior named Cyrus, slew the God King, and anointed you with mortal blood. That's not quite how that fathers and avenging sons, all doomed. I'll start further back. God King whispered, "Sacrifice." And death had its day after day. Fathers and avenging sons, all doomed. Till one day, one of pure and noble blood slew the God King, and anointed you with immortal blood. I'm gonna need to listen to that again. I don't remember the whole thing. Which, yes, is a major concern for me, is that I don't remember the entirety of the Infinity Blade 3 fucking opening. It goes hard. Search it up. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna give you the option. Actually, no, there's spoilers in there I don't want to expose yet. I'm still gonna listen to it, though. Thank you, aviators. Tracking giving out, my phone looks a lot darker. Little display on my phone looks a lot darker. Sorry, that opening goes hard as fuck, even though you guys can't hear it right now. And my cat was being a bastard, so, you know, I had to deal with that. And he sounds like he's still being a bastard. Alright, I am slightly more crunched than I was before, but my cat's no longer trying to rip into my toiletry bag. What time is it? Why are you guys screaming at me? That's the wrong one. 7:49. You guys got fucking time. You guys don't get fed till 8. It's not 8. Nope. No screamies. I should really stop making use of those stab opportunities. Son of a fucking go. At least for right now, while the dark damage is still infinitely overwhelming. Stop fucking stabbing automatically. I'll haul your ass up to the top of these stairs and throw you off a ledge. Observe. No screaming. You're not allowed to scream. It's against the rules. I'm poking him in the forehead. In case you're wondering what I'm doing. Alright, gotta bring the fucking mic back to space. I've almost maxed out the Tempest, which isn't a good thing, because I can't switch shields to continue gaining experience, so I'm going to be gaining experience at a slower rate, and I'm stuck with the Dark set in these negative bloodlines, so maybe we'll maximize it. And there's the Master Dark Tempest. So no more shield-based experience points anymore for our dark bloodlines. Not dark. Negative bloodlines. Game really doesn't want me to get that specific money bag. Alright, Ant-Man, you got drain on your weapon, but it ain't gonna save you. Drain on, drain on. What the fuck? Most impressive. You defeated my champions, but now you face the true test. Prepare to meet your doom. To all those who dare to face me, you are the first to prove me worthy. Now you are no choice, warrior. Join me and learn the true power of meanings. What the fuck did I just say? Ah, I skipped at the wrong moment, so now the sword's not glowing. Hello, it's me, my kitty cat. "20 years earlier. Start bloodline -3. Son, something bad will happen to you. I'm going to stop it. Something bad always happens." Shit. Fuck you, Mr. Horn's head. Feels so wrong to not capitalize on a stab. But we're not supposed to be drawing these fights out. We're taking a very long route, but we are taking the route to kill the God King. Because, you know, maximize every encounter along the way to get the most out of each bloodline. I guess charging the God King every time is also not a terrible idea if I can keep managing to kill him. Another advantage of doing the negative bloodlines is because you're forced to have the Dark Exo set equipped. Well, Dark Mech, not Exo's a different set. And these chests love dropping weapons. You're gonna have quite the selection when you get back to positive bloodlines. Dark Exo's fucking powerful. Why do I keep fucking burping when I try to over-enunciate my E's? That's the cat alarm. I'm gonna kill the God King one more time, and then I'm gonna end stream. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna kill him, because I gotta be fair to myself. I'm gonna encounter the God King one more time, and then I'll feed the cats and end stream. It's honestly like, I could play this game for so many more hours. I am still riding high on the nostalgia and having a fucking blast independent of it. Fine, I won't hit the staircase. Because then you're gonna be meowing at me for longer if I hit the staircase. And I don't want you to be meowing at me for too much longer. You're really annoying and you're really loud. You noisy fucking kitty cat. So fucking cute though, I can't stay mad. Trying to fucking hammer me into the ground like I'm a nail. Herald of Justice. No. Please. I know your dad lets you get away with just about everything when you scream at him. But no. I'm not your dad. Doesn't work on me, huh? No, it doesn't. Huh, the Dark Knight had dark. And now he's dead. What a Tark. I will be continuing Shadow of Mordor on Sunday. Shadow of War on Sunday. But I just wanted to play this again. Best. Prepare to meet your doom. No, God King. Prepare to meet your tomb. We're friends now. My nose is itchy. Impudent child, how dare you refuse the will of the Deities? I got stabbed him there. Ah, no glow. Oh! I had the God King's helmet. Alright. Thank you everybody for joining me for this. It has been a fucking blast. I am so glad I've played this again. I'm gonna see if anybody's... No, there's nobody in the same category. So technically, I'm the #1 Infinity Blade streamer. Fuck yeah. Well, thank you all for being here. Very much appreciate it. I'm gonna try and stream again sometime else during the week, but I'm just glad I got a stream in. Period, because I missed Sunday. My bad.